Welcome back to GTU. As we find ourselves aging and caring for parents, it can be difficult to make the right decisions.
Joining us now in this sponsored interview are Geraldine, the administrator and clinical pharmacist, and McKay, the director of HR from Nurse Next Door. And I love what you ladies are doing, promoting happier aging. Tell us about Nurse Next Door.
Go for it. So Nurse Next Door is all about, trying to, like you said, promote happier aging, to allow families and loved ones to have the time together at the end, and really to, again, give that time to allow them to be put into those daughter roles, those giving family time, letting us offset some of those services and things that need to be able to keep families safe. So we bring those services to family and loved ones at the home to be able to give them quality time together and really take out any negativity. We want to promote that positivity, and all of those help promote outcomes and positive outcomes for aging.
Yeah, and until you go through it and you start to see family members in this stage, it's a really hard thing to even grasp. But when you're in it, you think, oh, this is a whole new phase and challenge. And I see with grandparents, they want that independence. And then it becomes a point where they shouldn't be alone anymore. It's not even safe. McKay, you say that this is all about maintaining their dignity, a respect. I love that you say you're celebrating aging. How do you maintain that?
So we work really carefully with the families, and so we want to have them feel comfortable with what we're doing. So we have our caregivers who can go in and do companion care, light housekeeping, meal prep, that kind of stuff, but also the CNAs who can do bathing and more skilled, the RNs who oversee all of that, as well as pharmacy, the social work side of things for therapy if the families or individuals want that. So we really try to work as a team and include the family as much as possible in that.
You have an incredible team of people that help in all of the different areas, and I love your focus on family and keeping family as family and helping daughters to just be taught daughters rather than caretakers. What does this mean to the families you're working with?
Well, hopefully, like I said, it gives them time. So the reason why we started getting into this is really because we had seen it both professionally and personally. My mother had Parkinson's with dementia associated with it, and a lot of it fell on me, and navigating some of the family dynamics, navigating things with my father, all of those came into play, and it did not necessarily give me that time. So, and again, on that clinical side and professional side, these are complex medication regimens that families have, and so navigating just healthcare system in general can be really challenging. So that's where I kind of think of us like a home care plus, because we have some of these added aspects that a lot of people need. So we have the social work to be able to help navigate family dynamics, or even just in general, trying to, again, keep that positivity and kind of promote healthier outcomes. And then obviously keeping patients safe. When people hear pharmacists, they probably don't realize one of their favorite things to do is actually deprescribe. Looking over medication regimens, looking at medications that may no longer be safe, may no longer be needed or necessary anymore. And so we collaborate and work with providers to be able to help keep families and patients safe.
Listening to that is such a sigh of relief, because I've seen family members take on that role of being the caretaker, and that's quite something to see too, that burnout and that responsibility. Talk about lifting that burden from a family member who's always defaulting to caretaking.
Yeah, it really does take a team, right? I think that we often like to think we can do it ourselves, and the reality is we can't. We have to have our team. And so having the expertise, the certifications that come with that, I think just really gives that, how do I want to say that?
It's a peace of mind.
The peace of mind that comes from that. And then the family really can be family.
We've had so many conversations on the show lately about caretakers and the burden that can be, and you guys are lifting that burden. How can people reach out to receive these services with Nurse Next Door?
We're online. You can look at nursenextdoor.com and search in the local areas. We span anywhere, from Bountiful down to Utah County and St. George. We even have Boise and those areas. And one thing that I would just really touch on is, we have the team to help you, but then also remembering the patient and the family are part of that team. So we talk a lot about shared decision making, and we talk a lot about having that collaboration with not only healthcare and providers, but we're that bridge between, and we can help unify both aspects.
Well, I can feel the warmth, can't you? And the knowledge that you have, how you care for the family. You are in good hands with NurseNextDoor.com. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to Nurse Next Door for the sponsored interview.